My name is Paul Medina. I am a visual artist here in Oklahoma City. Been making art for about 40 years. I also am a program director and a facilitator for an arts-based life skills program called Art Shaping Character here in Oklahoma County. Really, I've been making art for as long as I can remember. In fact, it's part of my identity. I can't separate the artist from just this guy over here. About 8 years ago, I started working in a photo collage format, and I started producing this work that was pretty much conceptual. Each piece I tried anyway to convey some kind of personal message, a personal human condition, and that was my intent anyway. This is really a real special piece for me. This is my daughter, and this is going to be my first grandchild. And so that's, I mean, it's great. You know, I've been waiting for this for a very long time. So each piece represented to me, you know, either loneliness or happiness or anger or these kind of things, these feelings. These emotions that we all share. And that was really the crux of the whole series. I like to keep my work somewhat ambiguous, so there is room for interpretation by other people. I really like that. But the photo collage work, it was great. It was very, very exciting. It was a very long process. When you think about, I pick an artist and work through all of the processes to get to the end. There's nothing more beautiful than the human form. But a figure can twist a certain way, look a certain way, have a certain posture, and it creates a complete different meaning. They're so expressionable. It's so easy to use the human form. I want people to take away something personal, or maybe learn something personal about themselves through this work. God, it's been about 15 years ago or so, I was thinking, you know, I'm an artist, I've taught art before, I would like to do something with young people. And I just put my name out there to a couple of organizations, and I was called by Youth Cornerstone, the director of Youth Cornerstone at the time. And it was like this just kind of fell in my lap. And so 14 years later, I'm still working with that program. I primarily work with probably some of the most at-risk children in Oklahoma County. I work with, in several DHS facilities, a short-term suspension program, and elementary schools. I'm in 5 elementary schools right now. Today we're going to be working with a group of 5th graders at Edgemere Elementary. We're going to be doing an art project. The project today is about self-worth and what we can give to our community, even as kids. So you're doing what you want to do. You're good at it. You want to do it. But how do you take that, that's something for you, and turn it around and give it to the world? That's the trick. That is the miracle. Somebody's going to. No matter where I work with the kids, it's always kind of the same approach. Age appropriate, but the same approach. They're all having those same problems. Family problems, a lot of the problems stemming from poverty. You think that that's important, that people think a lot about other things just themselves? I love that. How about, that could be a t-shirt. That could be a t-shirt. It could be, the earth gives, we should too. I like that. I like that. One of the main things that I try to do overall is to try to give children a different perspective of their world and their role in it. And just to hopefully plant a seed in these kids that, yeah, they can do great things and they can give back to this world.
I'm drawing some people planting trees so that it'll help the environment. I just let them know that I care for Haiti, and I'll give lots and lots for Haiti. If they need anything, they'll just call me right up and I'll give it to them. I'm doing a picture of a store that the clothes is cheap and the shoes and stuff for people so they won't waste a lot of money on expensive stuff.
I believe that creativity is not just an art thing, it is a way of living your life. The more creative you are, the more choices you have, the better. It may be easier for you to stumble onto something that may, heck, even fulfill your life, much less make money on, you know. About 2 years ago, I went into the studio, and for about 6 months, 8 months, I just played in the studio. I knew I didn't want to do any really more photo collages for a while, and I wanted to do something new. And slowly but surely, this new growth series kind of sprung out. There's two concepts behind this series. The first one is that I wanted to make some beautiful objects. Didn't mean anything, to heck with being cutting edge and, you know, setting the world on fire. I just wanted to make some beautiful work. You notice this is kind of an abacus. The second thing was I wanted to develop something and create something that had a sense of positiveness, of beauty, and a hopefulness. Sense of, yeah, it's been really bad, but there is always tomorrow. There's always that new growth that's going to come, you know, at the end of winter, kind of a thing. For me, this is a very difficult medium to work in. The gold leaf is so thin, so fragile. To get it positioned in a certain way takes much more skill than I have right now. I think the reason why I started using gold leaf is, first of all, I think it's real beautiful. But secondly, it represents an iconic concept of something very important, something royal, something that is not of the ordinary. A lot of times people will ask me, well, what does it mean? And that's kind of a tough question to answer, because I think good art gives the viewer a handle to kind of interpret the work themselves. I like mixed media because it gives me more challenges, even the materials and the tools. It's creative play time. Let's see what we can get out of it, and I really, really like that.